quick review of what we discussed last time. Two main points that I discussed last time were what strategies you should adopt on your own, because you will pick up only about 20% of language proficiency in our class. मैं इंग्लिश में बोल रहा हूँ, आप में से कोई भी अगर कहीं कुछ शब्द आपको नहीं समझ आए तो प्लीज रेज योर हैंड by going into the more option in your mobile, and I will listen to your difficulty. Otherwise, I'll try and speak in English, because the most important thing that will help you in picking up fluency in spoken English is listening to people intently with concentration in continuous English oration or discussion, etc. So now I was saying that we discussed last time what strategies you should adopt at your level, and two, how our classes are going to help you over and above so much material that is available on the internet. So I would request any one of you to please try and recollect for everyone. Some are new entrants, I think. Aradhya, do you remember?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will.
Or you should first take up what strategies I suggested you have to adopt.
Okay. Basically, in last class, sir tell us about what are the steps that we should take to improve our spoken English. So we have three strategies basically. First strategy is to read novels or our own practices. Like you should watch some English movie, reading novels, and listen English songs. And when you and more their practices. Second, talk to yourself in front of mirror, or think in your mind and recite it in English. And start with the simple sentences, and then on hard sentences. Means complicated. Like if you want to start with a simple sentence, complex, yes. Then just think some any scene in your mind, and answer 2 minutes.
Okay, good. So who else was present? Mohammed, you were there last time. Has Aradhya? Wait, Aradhya. Let someone else now come in. Mohammed, do you think there is anything important left out?
Yes, sir. You have also tell us that watch news like the Beyond, and note that words that you didn't understand and learn them and use them in your daily life.
Yeah. Very good. So
that's enough.
I'm very happy. Most of you remember, it seems, all the points. One important point that is left out is keep talking to yourself in English. Even as you enter out of the house, just describe the sky, how it is looking, what is the weather like, what is the man on the road doing, etc., etc. Keep talking to yourself in English. And these will be simple sentences. Once you are comfortable doing that, then you can go on to describe your own planning, your own worries, your emotions, the strategies you have to adopt in meeting different people, etc. All that we do in Hindi, try to do that in English. Okay, so these are the strategies which will help you a lot. Now, the other part of my last discussion that was on Monday was what will be the various components of each session. Does anyone remember that? Rakesh, you were there. Can you? Okay, Rakesh was not there in the Monday class. The other Mohammed was there. Could you come up, Mohammed Rafi?
Yes, sir.
what will be the very important 6 components of each class?
Sorry.
I had described last time what will be the 5 or 6 main components of each session that you can expect. For example, I'll just remind you. First of all,
Okay.
we will do what we are doing right now. We will review the previous discussion. Okay. This will be the first part of each session. After that, what will we do? You must have a clear idea of how we will structure our sessions. Structure का यहाँ मतलब है कि उनको व्यवस्थित कैसे करेंगे, उनको किस पैटर्न में अरेंज करेंगे हम सेशंस को. सबसे पहले हम रिव्यू करेंगे पिछली बार क्या किया, उसके बाद हम after that we will have a brief discussion of any exercise if has been given to you. For example, I'll send you 7 sentences with some errors which you were expected to complete by Sunday. Send them back to me corrected by Sunday, and then in my next session on Monday, I will discuss how well you have corrected them and if there are any omissions or errors to be attended to. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay,
After
sir.
these 2 things, we will come to the main topic of that session. And if there is any difficult concept or term to be defined, we will do that first. Then we will take up its examples. Then I'll give you some exercises to complete here and within the session orally, like translating something or correcting a sentence or making a short speech, or 2 or 3 of you getting together to have an interaction, parodying, based modeled on some real life experience, etc., etc., like an interview or ragging
Like to speak each
experience.
other.
Sorry?
So like to speak each other, मतलब एक दूसरे से बात.
Yeah, हाँ, orally. तो ये होगा एक्सरसाइज सेशन. ये फोर्थ पार्ट हो गया. उसके बाद फिर हम नेक्स्ट we will sum up the recurring errors or mistakes that you are making in the exercise done. Okay? And after that, I'll give you some topic which will be taken up in the next session, and also suggest an exercise which will be sent to you, of course, on WhatsApp. You have to reply to me with your corrected answers on my private WhatsApp, okay? Not in the group, because you should not take cues from each other's work, okay? एक दूसरे का काम नहीं देखना है, सबका काम अलग अलग मेरे पास आएगा मेरे अपने नंबर पे, okay?
Okay.
So this is how we are going to structure each session. Now let's come to today's topic. I am just going to give you a very broad outline of the constituents of sentences in English. Okay, what does a sentence in English consist of, and how the various parts of the sentence are to be related or sequence. Sequence मतलब उनको किस order में रखना है, उसके बारे में rules क्या है. What are the rules about structuring sentences in English? Okay. तो उसके पहले हमें देखना पड़ेगा parts क्या होते हैं sentence के. The broadest part is subject and predicate. मेरे ख्याल, I think all of you know of this. Can someone define what is subject? Subject, predicate क्या होता है sentence में?
Sir, is the main body.
What is the main body? What is subject and what is predicate? The subject is the noun or pronoun or clause that is doing some activity. Okay, that is the doer, that is subject. And predicate is the rest of the sentence, which consists generally of verb, preposition, etc., which describes what is being done or what is being described. Okay, so these are 2 main parts. This must be familiar to you. don't have to go into its exercise. Another way the sentence can be divided is phrases and clauses. This is important to understand what is the phrase and what is a clause. Each is a set of words within a sentence, okay? But a phrase doesn't have a related subject and verb. Okay? इसीलिए उसका कोई अपने आप में सेंस नहीं बनता है. I'll give you an example. Whereas a clause has a subject and a verb, it conveys some meaning. For example, say the sentence, I saw the man drunk, so I quickly moved away to avoid any injury to myself. Okay, ये meaning तो सबको पता है? Is the sentence clear? It is a complex compound sentence. Simple sentence होता है, compound sentence होता है जिसमें कि एक conjunction से दो sentences जुड़े होते हैं, और एक complex sentence होता है जिसमें कई clauses आते हैं. यानी कि clause मैंने क्या कहा था? What is a clause? Clause is that part of sentence which has a verb and a noun related, and therefore it is able to make some sense on its own also. तो जो अभी मैंने sentence बोला था, I saw a man drunk on the side of the road and therefore I quickly moved away. तो इसमें moved away जो है वो phrase है. अब moved away से मेरे कोई subject तो आया नहीं है, खाली verb है. तो ये एक phrase हो गया, ये clause नहीं है, अपने आप में कुछ नहीं बता सकता. पर अगर हम थोड़े से बड़े हिस्से को लेते हैं sentence के, I quickly moved away, इसमें subject भी है, verb भी है, adverb भी है. Okay, so this is a clause, but it is not still a full sentence. All right. So these are broad parts of each sentence, but the main thing to which is demands some concentration and which is difficult to understand are parts of speech. What are called parts of speech? These are 8. You all know them by name: noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective. Then there are prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Interjections क्या होते हैं? Okay, I'll define them, describe them one by one. Let us first just remember there are 8 parts of speech: noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, then interjections, prepositions, and conjunctions. Now, these parts of speech, they are called parts of speech. They should be not confused with figures of speech. Figures of speech थोड़ा advanced literary understanding of language में आता है. Like figures of speech are examples are, you know, metaphor, simile, irony, paradox, personification. These are all examples of figures of speech. ये थोड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स चीज है, इसके बारे में हम बाद में बात करेंगे. खाली मैं एक एग्जांपल के लिए तुम्हें बता देता हूँ. जैसे personification मैंने कहा फिगर ऑफ स्पीच है. ये पोएट्स वगैरह ज्यादा यूज करते हैं. personification means when you give human attributes or qualities to something which is material, that is personifying that material thing. जैसे suppose I say the nation marches ahead in its mission to develop fast. So nation जो है वो कोई person नहीं है ना. Nation country के लिए कहते हैं जिसमें awareness अपने बारे में, उस country को nation कहते हैं. अब nation तो एक collective noun है, लेकिन हम उसको एक पर्सन की तरह कह रहे हैं क्योंकि हम कह रहे हैं नेशन मार्चेस अहेड. जैसे कोई एक व्यक्ति मार्च करता है, ऐसे हम कह रहे हैं नेशन मार्चेस अहेड. तो ये पर्सोनिफिकेशन हो गया, यानी कि पर्सन की जो क्वालिटी होती है वो हम किसी वस्तु को दे रहे हैं, किसी मटेरियल या कलेक्टिव नाउन को जब हम पर्सन की क्वालिटी देते हैं उसको बोलते हैं पर्सोनिफिकेशन। आप में से कोई भी एक और एग्जांपल दे सकते हैं पर्सोनिफिकेशन का? कोई मटेरियल चीज को जब हम पर्सन की तरह से डिस्क्राइब करते हैं, उसको उसकी पर्सन की क्वालिटी दे देते हैं, तो वो पर्सोनिफिकेशन होता है। आराध्या, कैन यू give an example? Another example, just as said, nation marches ahead.
Sir, like, hello.
हाँ, Vinay, yeah.
Sir, like, time is paradox.
Time is paradox is not personification. टाइम को हमने पैराडॉक्स बताया, दोनों ही इम्पर्सनल नाउन्स हैं, तो हमने पर्सोनिफाई नहीं किया।
ओके।
चांद को क्या मालूम, ऐसे एक गाना है ना, तो दिस इज पर्सोनिफिकेशन। वी आर गिविंग द एट्रीब्यूट्स ऑफ अ पर्सन टू मून। ओके। अच्छा, उल्टा भी हो सकता है, किसी पर्सन को हम मून की तरह डिस्क्राइब करते हैं, है ना? इस पे भी बहुत सारे गाने होंगे। दिस इज ऑल देयर इन पोएट्री। यू डिस्क्राइब योर बिलवेड्स फेस लाइक अ मून, तो दैट इज अ सिमिली। और जब हम कंपेयर करने की बजाय उसके वर्ड, उसके नाम की जगह मून ही रख देते हैं, तो वो हो जाता है मेटाफर। दिस इज ऑल्सो अ फिगर ऑफ स्पीच। ओके। moon has descended in my room today. जैसे suppose someone you are fond of comes to you, meet you, तो आप ऐसे exaggeration में कहते हैं, तो here you are using the word moon in place of that person. Okay, so this is called metaphor. खैर, ये थोड़ी complicated चीजें हैं, मैंने खाली तुम्हें इसलिए अभी मेंशन किया कि figures of, these are all figures of speech. They are not to be confused with very simple things which we are discussing right now, that is parts of speech. और parts of speech क्या है? There is someone, Hani Gupta, you are listening?
Yes, sir, I'm listening.
Please describe what are the 8 parts of speech.
So they are noun, pronoun, adjectives, adverbs, interjections, prepositions, conjunctions.
Yeah, okay. Now we come to, we will, I don't think I have to define what is noun, what is pronoun, etc. But what are the various types of nouns? What are the various types of adjectives? This we can quickly revise. Okay, then I'll come to the more difficult part, that is verbs. That is the most challenging thing to understand if you have to sharpen your spoken English skills, because verbs are there are so many nuances and rules about verbs that we will take up in next class in detail. But let us quickly just see if you know what are various types of nouns. Hari, do you know, can you describe various the classification of noun types? Rakesh, are you listening? Okay, Hani, go ahead.
So there are proper nouns, collective nouns.
Okay, very good.
And then there is common noun. Then
most important is abstract noun. Hello. Abstract noun is the most important.
Yes, sir.
Aradhya, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. There are 5 types of noun.
Okay.
Common noun, proper noun, material noun, abstract noun, and collective noun.
Okay, good, very good. Aradhya, you want to say something? You have raised your hand. Go ahead.
Sir, nothing, sir. Actually, I think it's by mistake.
Okay. So similarly, let's come to pronouns. Rakesh, do you also remember what are the various types of pronouns?
Sorry, sir.
What are the various types of pronouns?
No, sir, I don't know.
Okay, what is the definition of pronoun? Pronoun क्या होते हैं? हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं इन्हें?
सर्वनाम।
हाँ,
सर्वनाम।
उनके प्रकार क्या होते हैं?
4 प्रकार होते हैं सर, 4 types.
4 or 5? Okay, go ahead. What are the types?
Sir, possessive pronoun, personal pronouns, relative pronouns, reflective pronouns, identified pronouns type. I think.
Google तो नहीं कर रहे आप? Okay.
नहीं सर.
Okay, very
बस
good.
इतना ही.
Very good. Similarly, what are the various adjectives? Adjectives are words which qualify a noun or a pronoun. So what are the various adjectives which describe the noun or pronoun? Adverbs are words which describe the verb. So let us see what are the various adjectives and adverbs.
Sir, adjective and विशेषता I think वही होती है.
Visheshan.
Yes.
Visheshan.
What are the types of adjectives?
I don't know, sir.
Adjectives can be descriptive, which give a quality of the noun or pronoun, quantitative or demonstrative. For example, that book, and interrogative, indefinite, etc. Okay. Now we come to the adverbs. As I said, adverbs are words which describe the verb or set of verbs used. Because अभी मैं आऊँगा इस बात पर. Verbs can be auxiliary and
phrasal,
main verb together. So whatever word describes their quality or the manner in which the work being done, that is a adverb. What are the various types of adverbs? Okay, adverbs are adverbs of manner, time and place. For example, Shruti was cycling on the road at 8 a.m. or whatever. So, okay, these are adverbs of time and place. Adverbs of frequency, generally they end in ly. I was walking hurriedly. Hurriedly, ly, that is an adverb. How I was walking? Hurriedly. So this is an adverb of manner. Then there can be adverb of frequency, adverb of time, place, etc. So that is not important to remember the classification necessarily. Then prepositions and conjunction, how are they different? Conjunction is a word like and or words
Preposition
that
is the
join two nouns. Yes, Rakesh?
Yes, sir. Preposition is the connecting words.
What do they connect?
Like that, and, of.
On.
It is the examples and connective words.
They connect noun or pronoun with the rest of the clause. That is a preposition. But if the word these short words, if they are connecting two nouns or pronouns, then it is a conjunction. Interjections, of course, you would be knowing, they are exclamatory words like alas, oh, amazing.
It is the word of expression, sir. Expressions.
Expression is not the
alas
right
words
term, because everything makes an expression. Point is some exclamatory, जिसमें कि strong emotion express हो रहा है. That is the point.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Now we come to as I said, the most challenging part of speech is verb. Verb, you all understand what is a verb.
Yes.
Let me ask Mehak. Mehak, can you describe what is a verb?
Yes, sir.
What is a verb? वर्ब क्या होता है? हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना क्रिया.
Yes, sir.
Can you define the term? वर्ब क्या होता है? Verb is a word which
A word of group of words that is used to indicate. Hello.
yes, go ahead. You are putting it right. Indicate what?
That something happens or exists.
Yeah, okay. Which conveys some action, occurrence or state of being. State of being का मतलब ये है कि कोई दिखने वाला एक्शन नहीं हो रहा है, समथिंग इज जस्ट एग्जिस्टिंग, तो वो भी वर्ब होता है, राइट? तो इट इज कॉल्ड स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग. स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग का एग्जांपल होगा आई एम, ही इज. तो ये खाली स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग. ही इज प्लेसेड, ही इज हैप्पी इज अ गुड एग्जांपल. तो हैप्पी एडजेक्टिव है, ही प्रोनाउन है, और जो इज है वो खाली एक स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग बता रहा है कि वो प्रेजेंट टेंस में है, पास्ट टेंस में है. ही वॉज हैप्पी, ही इज हैप्पी, ये सब स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग डिस्क्राइब कर रहे हैं. ओके, तो verb is a word that conveys some action like cycling or state of being or occurrence. जो war happened in 1914, first world war occurred in 1914, ये state of occurrence हो गया. तो यहाँ पर happened जो है वो occurrence वाला verb है. अब ये तो आप लोग जानते हैं वर्ब क्या होता है. वर्ब के ना लेकिन बहुत सारी कैटेगरीज होती हैं, उसकी क्लासिफिकेशन भी कई तरह की है. सम लेस इम्पोर्टेंट जो कि हमें बहुत ज्यादा डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन यू शुड बी फेमिलियर विद द डिविजन्स. एक तो सिंपल लेवल पे होता है मेन वर्ब एंड ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब. ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब को हेल्पिंग वर्ब भी बोलते हैं. मेन वर्ब एंड ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब. ही इज बीइंग, he is riding up the hill. तो इस यहाँ पे ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब है या हेल्पिंग वर्ब है, और राइडिंग मेन वर्ब है. ओके, ये एक डिवीजन होता है.
Okay.
फिर एक होते हैं ट्रांजिटिव और इंट्रांजिटिव वर्ब्स. ये भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्लासिफिकेशन नहीं है, बट यू मस्ट बी फेमिलियर विद द टर्म. ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब वो होता है जिसका कोई ऑब्जेक्ट भी हो, जिस एक्शन का, वर्ब तो एक्शन बताता है, और उस एक्शन का असर किस पे पड़ रहा है, अगर वो भी आ रहा है सेंटेंस में, तो वो ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब हो जाता है. राम हिट द बॉल हार्ड. यहाँ पे राम प्रॉपर नाउन है, हिट ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब है क्योंकि उसका एक ऑब्जेक्ट है बॉल, और हार्ड जो है वो एडवर्ब है, वो वर्ब की क्वालिटी बता रहा है. ओके, इंट्रांजिटिव होते हैं जिनका कोई ऑब्जेक्ट नहीं होता. फिर वर्ब के कुछ मूड्स भी होते हैं. अगेन ये ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है याद रखना, लेकिन तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए. इंडिकेटिव मूड, इंटेरोगेटिव मूड, इम्पेरेटिव मूड. तो वर्ब अगर क्वेश्चन की तरफ लीड कर रहा है तो वो इंटेरोगेटिव हो जाएगा. अगर वो कमांड की तरफ लीड कर रहा है तो वो इम्पेरेटिव हो जाएगा. सिट डाउन, ये इम्पेरेटिव वर्ब हो गया. ओके, shall I sit down, ये इंटेरोगेटिव हो गया. shouldn't I sit down, ये भी इंटेरोगेटिव हो गया. इंडिकेटिव खाली वो जो इंडिकेशन दे रहा है. ओके, अब हमारे पास 10 मिनट बचे हैं, इसलिए हम थोड़ा सा जल्दी आगे बढ़ते हैं. फिर मॉडल्स होते हैं. ये मॉडल्स वो ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स होते हैं जो एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन देते हैं मेन वर्ब के बारे में. जैसे जब हम कहते हैं कहीं क्या हमें कैन आई कम इन, मे आई कम इन, शैल आई कम इन, ये अलग अलग मूड्स मॉडल्स बता रहे हैं, अलग अलग इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं वो किस तरह का एक्टिविटी है. कैन आई मतलब कैपेसिटी के बारे में बात कर रहा है। कैन आई कम इन, रूम में एंटर करने की परमिशन जब लेते हैं हमें कैन आई कम इन नहीं कहना चाहिए, मे आई कम इन कहना चाहिए, क्योंकि हमें कैपेसिटी तो है, वो तो सबको पता है, हम अंदर जा सकते हैं, पर हम परमिशन मांग रहे हैं। तो वो दूसरा मॉडल हो गया। वो कैपेसिटी से रिलेटेड नहीं है, वो प्रोबेबिलिटी का मॉडल है। ठीक है, तो ये सब ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स हैं, कैन, शैल, मे, वो अलग अलग मॉडल्स बन जाते हैं क्योंकि वो कैपेसिटी या प्रोबेबिलिटी या इंटेरोगेटिव हो सकते हैं या परमिशन मांग रहे हैं, तो उस हिसाब से मॉडल्स डिफाइन होते हैं। खैर, हमको इनके बारे में ज्यादा कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है, खाली मैं इंट्रोडक्शन के लिए तुम्हें बता रहा हूँ। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज जो वर्ब के बारे में है, टेंसेस। और टेंसेस तुम्हें पता होगा 3 into 3 होते हैं, पास्ट टेंस, प्रेजेंट टेंस, फ्यूचर टेंस, और इनमें से हर 3 में से 3 ब्रांचेस निकलती हैं। सिंपल, पास्ट, पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस, पास्ट परफेक्ट, और सॉरी 4 फॉर्म्स निकलती हैं, और फिर पास्ट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस। ओके, इसी तरह से प्रेजेंट, सिंपल प्रेजेंट, प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट और प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस। आप में से कोई भी एग्जांपल दे सकते हैं इसके। सपोज हम एक वर्ब ले लेते हैं, आई एम रीडिंग। अब ये सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस है ना, आई एम रीडिंग। अब इसका प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस बनाओ विनय।
It is not simple present, sir. It is the present continuous tense, sir.
हाँ, वेरी
I
गुड।
am reading.
I read.
I am reading.
Reading.
I read.
I read.
Sir, continue.
I read the simple present, sir.
सिंपल प्रेजेंट हो गया, वेरी गुड। आई मेड अ मिस्टेक।
Yes, sir.
आई रीड
और
सिंपल प्रेजेंट है, उसका
and
कंटिन्यूअस
present
हो गया।
continuous is the I am reading.
प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट बताओ।
और present perfect is I have read.
आई हैव रेड। ठीक है,
Yes, sir.
प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट के साथ हैव, तो जो ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब है वो उसको प्रेजेंट टेंस बता रहा है, लेकिन उसके साथ पास्ट टेंस
Yes,
वाला,
present perfect.
हाँ वो वर्ब आई हैव
Had.
रेड। हाँ, और प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस बताओ।
Present perfect continuous. I have been reading since morning.
नहीं, सिंस मॉर्निंग छोड़ दो। आई हैव हैड रेड, आई विल हैव रेड। ओके, ये सिंपल।
No, sir.
आई विल हैव बीन
Present perfect continuous tense. Structure is subject plus has या have plus verb में ing plus object plus since या for plus time.
हाँ, इसका एग्जांपल।
Then we will make the sentence. Sir. I have been reading a book since morning.
नहीं,
Yeah,
we don't
since
have
night.
to go into compounding the sentence. Been reading a book की जरूरत नहीं है. Just confined to the subject and verb. We took a very simple sentence having a subject and verb. I have been reading. Okay.
Yes, sir. I have been reading. It is the correct.
इसके अलावा टेंसेस के अलावा वर्ब्स का एक और म्यूटेशन होता है, यानी कि एक और कैटेगराइजेशन होता है. When a word which otherwise comes as a verb sometimes comes as a noun or an adjective, it is then called a gerund. और वो अगर to लग के आता है तो वो infinitive हो जाता है. ये एक और वर्ब का कॉम्प्लिकेशन है जिसको हम अगली बार डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे. Now I'll meet you next on Monday. This is coming to a close. We have just about 1 minute left. I'll send you some sentences based on the discussion on verbs. Okay? But before that, only those students who were present in the last Monday class, वो मुझे एक्सरसाइज कंप्लीट करके भेज देंगे. मैंने ग्रुप पे डाल दिया है, but everyone will not send me because correction takes a lot of time. I'll be correcting only those students who come to class. not everyone in the group. Okay, so जो हमारे पास रिकॉर्ड रहता है जो लास्ट टाइम प्रेजेंट थे वो लोग I think there were 11 people, 10 I think, excluding me. So they will send their answers. I'll correct them and have a short discussion about the assignment before we begin the next class. Anything else you would like me to, or any question? Aradhya, yes, you have raised your hand.
Sir, can you please tell me when will we till what time we have to send you the assignment, the last assignment?
By Sunday. On Monday we'll be having the class. So, or by Saturday you said, so that I have time to correct. और एक चीज और है, all these sessions are being recorded and they will be posted on the YouTube channel. Okay, so if you have anything to review or return to, you have any gaps in your note or understanding, you can always go to the YouTube. I'll give the link all for the YouTube also. So you can always review your previous lessons. So how many marks will you give us out of 10? Pravesh, you tell me.
Yes, sir.
कितने नंबर दोगे आप हमें?
10 to 10.
नहीं ये तो बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगा, फिर स्क्रूटनी में आ जाएगा. Mohammed, how satisfied are you? How many marks do you give us?
So which one?
If you had to mark this lesson out of 10, how many marks will you give?
So 8 out of 10.
Okay. So thank you all. Now seems we can still continue a bit.
Sir, I sent the YouTube link on the group.
Of the previous video?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had also sent on the group, but yes, good, you have done that again. Any suggestions that you have, all of you are, feel free to convey your feedback, response, suggestions also. Do you want any change in the way we are going?
Sir, I think you should use of a board.
Whiteboard.
Right, sir.
That's a good suggestion when we come to technical discussions, because sometimes the spellings are not familiar to some participants. We will definitely do that. Good suggestion.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anything else?
Sir, when will be the next class of the Zoom? On Zoom, sir. Actually,
tomorrow also. Tomorrow Miss Arun Pal will be coming again.
No, sir. Bharat sir.
Bharat will be coming on Tuesdays. Yesterday he could not come, but he will be coming on Tuesdays. Let me repeat.